Just stay with us a second. We've got Dr. Gavin Speaks joining us, Associate Editor of the Catholic Herald. Good morning. Thank you very much for being with us. What do you think will emerge from today?
Well, it's a very exciting moment. It's a moment like no other, really. But it's exciting not only because we're choosing a pope, but we're also at, I think, a civilizational crossroads. All the conversations we've been having about the political future of our society are condensed in a microcosm in this particular choice. We've been looking for the right words to describe the different kind of candidates, and it's easy to talk about progressive and conservative, but I think that's wrong. I think what they're choosing between is a Chamberlain and a Churchill, someone who thinks the best way forward is by appeasing the culture, and someone who thinks the culture has become so dangerous or out of control that it has to be confronted. And that's a very difficult choice to make. It's not obvious what the right way forward is. But as your contributors have been saying, it's an act of God, it's an act of the Holy Spirit. I think the sense of responsibility for them, for themselves personally, for the church, but actually for the whole of our society, which was built upon the same rock as the church. It's Christendom, most of the West. The future of our society will be profoundly affected by the choice that they make.
Right, so you would see this as a pivotal conclave, would you?
Absolutely. It's to do with free speech. It's to do with the freedom of conscience. It's to do even with the impact of technology, with the mystery of AI, all of which is poised to reduce human freedom, human autonomy, human rights. All these things flow from a relationship with Christ, and the relationship with Christ has been mediated by the Church. The responsibility on the Church to preserve the sacredness of humanity and the rights that flow from that is enormous and pivoting at this moment, I think.
I'm interested in what you say. In what way do you think it's about free speech?
Well, one of the things that's there are essentially three political models that we're faced with. If you like, in the last century, they've been fascism and communism and Christianity. And fascism and communism were profoundly inimical to human freedom, and Christianity wasn't. We have now the rise of Islam too, and on the whole, Islamic political societies have not been committed to the same freedom of speech or human rights we have. So we still have Christianity as being the guardian of human freedoms as we've experienced them, and it's also in the sense that we have the growth of technology and this extraordinary computerization of our society, once again, which reduces human freedom and human autonomy. So the way in which we, for example, deprive ourselves of a certain amount of internet or computing technology in order to regain our freedoms is an immensely difficult thing to do. But who is speaking on behalf of the sacredness of the human person? Capitalism isn't very good at doing it. Capitalism sees us as essentially cogs in an economic wheel. The left are very bad at doing it. They're perhaps the greatest threat. I don't think I'd look to Muhammad and the Islamic tradition. I would look to Jesus and the Catholic Church. And we're electing somebody this morning for whom that's going to be their prime responsibility.
And someone who is going to face enormous challenges in the sense of the sexual abuse that's happened in the church and how to really get to grips with that. And I mean, the financial issues surrounding the Vatican, these are challenges, you know, of a sort of secular nature that are going to have to be dealt with properly.
Well, you're absolutely right. The Catholic Church is made up of human beings, and human beings are vulnerable to perversity and dysfunctionality, and the two great scandals that the Catholic Church has had to deal with, because we're human beings, we're not immune from them, are the sex abuse scandal and a financial scandal of enormous proportions that people haven't been talking about, and that Pope Francis unfortunately, God bless him, he failed to deal with either of them. For all his loquacity, for all his charm, for all his camera friendliness, these two icebergs remained undealt with at the heart of the Catholic Church. And you're quite right, the prime responsibility is to look inwards and to clean up the act of the Church and the institution itself. And that's going to be an absolutely enormous task, because an outsider comes in to take the helm to do it. Doubly difficult.
Gavin, thank you very much. Very interesting to talk to you. Thank you.